Alright, so this poem is called Life List, and I wrote it this week, so it might be a little rough, but bear with me. Alright. So I looked at you, and you looked at me, and we both sat on the very edge of our seats, enthusiastically chatting about all our hopes and all our dreams of all the things that we plan to do and all the places we aspire to see. Oh man. Okay. Of all the things we plan to aspire to be, and of all the places on this planet that we need to see before we die, or before we even consider ourselves fully alive. But the problem always comes down to not having enough money or time, and I suddenly found that I'd be making these excuses for the rest of my life. Will I be the kind of person that always dreams but never seizes the moment, with my head up in the clouds, existing in some form of sublime torments? Am I so afraid of being happy that I choose to be broken? Will I always be myself's greatest opponent? Will I be a writer but never a poet? Will I see everything I've always dreamed but never had the chance to own it? I looked at you and you looked at me, and maybe you were thinking all the same things, fearing our finite realities while wishing for infinite possibilities and opportunities come knocking down our doors, because the great perhaps is what we both strive for, and we cannot ignore that our need to explore to become something more, something better, something new. I say it's time to let our desires break through and break down the paradigms and transform our lives, because I want to seek, and I want to find, and I want to fall, and I want to fly, and I want to beat the low and ride the high, and I want to live every day until the day that I die. I want to fall in love like my pen falls onto the page in a simple yet profound kind of way, drawing lines into words, restoring from feeling, and mold into new meanings which kiss across the skin and awaken the senses, leaving nothing but a trail of ink caresses. I want to strum the guitar strings until my fingertips bleed, until those strings become a new part of me, an extra extremity, and music becomes the rhythm to which my heart beats, and the movement of my feet dance everywhere that I go, because in my head I hear an endless concerto. I want to personally say thank you and shake hands with Celine Dion, because that woman has sung most of my favorite songs, and her voice is always there for me on the times that anything in my life went wrong. I could close my eyes and pretend that all my problems were gone, because they were as long as her music was on. I'm going to throw rocks up the side of cliffs which dive and dip into deep oceans that are just too beautiful to describe in any language that's spoken. I want to feel the motion of the waves between my toes, and I want to play on the beach until sand gets stuck in places that God only knows. I want as many stamps in my passport as I have of memories from all the countries I've had the luxury of visiting, from all the things that I've seen. I want a library in my house with bookshelves that surround, and when no one else is around, I'll sneak off to this room and hide out and read about everything and anything until the sun goes down. I want to see heaven on earth, and I want to know the names of stars in the universe. I want to hold someone's hand when they're giving birth so I can witness those first few moments of blissful mirth, and I want to hold someone's hand when they're about to die so they know the impact they've had on my life. I want to be someone's most difficult goodbye and most passionate kiss. I want to be the person they miss most while they are away. I want to be someone's reason they wake up every day. I want to become an English teacher, a wife, a parent, a writer, a thinker. I want to become a better public speaker. I want to own 3 too many dogs and be stretched way too thin. And one day when I'm holding my kid, I hope we're laughing for no other reason that we are alive and we're both breathing. I want a classroom that smells like freshly brewed coffee. And I want my students' work plastered across the walls inspiring creativity. I want to follow in the footsteps of my father's teaching legacy and know what really happens when you dare to think shink. I looked at you, and you looked at me, and I said we need to make these things a reality so we don't succumb to the insanity of maybes and what ifs and one days. We need to start doing the things that we say before it becomes too late and we become too old, that we just do what we're told instead of being bold and letting adventures unfold, because dreams are something we don't forget, and we can't look back on our lives with regret. So we may be alive, but we're not living yet. So I say let's go out and make the most of it.